Here we go, here we go, here we go. Not going to lie, it feels good to say that. Brian, Nick, did you ever think we would say that again?
No, but I feel like it was a long time coming.
I don't you could hear me smiling as I said it.
It just feels right, right?
It
Like
just yeah,
natural.
it was up in the air there. It's been a minute. Um 2021 is here and we're back, boys. That's all I've got to say. Nick, what do you got?
It feels good, man. I was
You
hoping it
know,
would come back at some point.
the critics out there said we'd never be back, but we're here to prove them wrong. We're back, and we're better than ever. To be determined, but we're going to say that up front. The reunion episode, if you will. It took a little hiatus. 2020 was rough for, I don't know, you'll run out of paper if you list the reasons. But most importantly, here we are, ready to rock. January, we're going to start 2021 off with a bang. Um, First and foremost, we've got a super fan out there that has a birthday today. So we're not going to give the date away because we don't disclose proprietary information when we record and stuff like that. But just know you know who you are, Sean Burkett, and we want to wish you from the bottom of our deep cold hearts a happy unspecified number in years on the globe.
Happy birthday, baby boy.
I didn't really get to ask y'all how you are. I kind of just rushed into that. Brian, Nick, what's going? How are you? Are you good? Bad? What's up?
Dude, honestly, you know me. I've never been better.
Mellow yellow.
Every day above ground is a good day.
There you go.
Exactly. I feel that completely.
Every day above the divot is a good day. What about you, Nick?
You know, you're making it pretty good. You just have to keep going. Trying to get back in a habit, and that's been the roughest part.
I feel you. I feel you, man. I mean, I talked about it a minute ago, but who would have ever thought, you know, the last March we would still be in the same situation we're in.
15 days to flatten the curve, man.
Working from home, schools, not, schools not having school, the way that we know school, a virtual setting. I mean, who would have ever guessed that? But hey, roll with the punches. A little adversity is always better in the end. So, I mean, not to drag everybody down, but I feel like it's important to kind of go over 2020. And I've got a topic here. I don't want to talk politics. I don't want to talk anything that, is the least bit controversial or hotbed. I was I was jamming to an artist that we lost in 2020, and I was asked the question, why do you always do that? Why are you so quick to rush and play a song of somebody that just recently died and proclaim your love for them? So I want to go over who we lost in 2020, or maybe it's just me, but I mean, I want to tee up a question too. How long do you have to listen to somebody before you think, oh man, I love them as an artist. They're my favorite artist in the world. Because I feel like I do that every time an artist passes away, country music artist, an older country music artist. I go into this state of mourning and I say, oh, I loved, they were my favorite. When in reality, they're on a long list of favorites, but probably not the favorite.
Man, I've listened to some artists where I can hear one song and be like, oh, you know, this is different.
Jam.
Like this is something that I jam to on a personal level. I
Yeah.
don't really think that there's like a specified time. It's like with women. When you know, you know.
Retweet. No, that's a very good analogy. Very good
Yeah.
analogy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Nick, what do you
But
think?
also, well, hang on real quick. But I feel like there's also like when somebody passes away that you listen to a lot and you've listened to a lot. There's like you kind of want to get those feelings back up.
Yeah. It's it's always I remember this conversation when, and I'm sure it's worse now, but I remember this conversation when Michael Jackson died. I didn't go into mourning over Michael Jackson, but I just remember the conversation. They said that when these superstars pass away, with digital, record sales and iTunes and stuff of that nature, now, say someone passes away, and then 2 days later, when they go to settle their estate or their affairs or something of that nature, their net worth has,
Skyrocketed.
almost doubled because of all the sales of, this digital media. And I was just remember thinking that is an absolutely batty concept.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it aids to that that feeling, like you just said. You want to reconnect. Like, perfect example, Brian, John Prine. We lost John Prine in 2020. That was a gut punch for a lot of Appalachians as ourselves, and a lot of good old hardy hillbillies that grew up on John Prine. That one hurt. He'd cheated the hangman a couple times, but COVID, was finally the one that took him out. And I just listened to like John Prine for 3 weeks. So I mean, if they make 3 cents a listen, I contributed. Who knows how much revenue and money was contributed just by me alone. I can go through my songs, like if I shuffle by purchase, I can go through and almost tell you what time of the year it was, because like I said, we lost so many artists.
Yeah.
Like first was John Prine, or I believe it was Kenny Rogers first, and then Joe Diffie was shortly after that. I mean, Joe Diffie's John Deere Green. Who doesn't love John Deere Green? And then I think John Prine was after that, and then I mean the list just goes on and on. So that was a gut punch. All right, I'm done being sad. What do you think? Done being sad? So I do want to, now that we've hit a low light here, it's always best to move in the right direction, upward swinging transition. We need to talk about something that we teed up. Obviously, it was before football had begun, but I want to talk about something that we teed up before fantasy this year. So we had tossed around the idea of making, just an absurd fantasy football league. At that time, I think we said 10, maybe 12 people. And we want you all to know that are out there, that happened, and it was quite possibly the most chaotic experience of any fantasy football experience by far, but one of the more chaotic experiences of my life.
Yeah, it was insane.
And that's still going on. We've actually
Never
parlayed
forget.
that into fantasy basketball, which I've never played before, but it seems to be fun so far. So,
I knew that I was in trouble on draft night when I was in the chat room and said, "How do you pick?" And we only had 30 seconds, and Nick was the only person that told me what to do. And half of my team was auto pick.
Dude, we made it clear going into it that it wasn't really going to be for fun. It was just going to be to bring chaos, let chaos reign. And we did that. We had 30-second, we had a 12-man league, 30-second draft picks. It was hectic from the onset. Brian's in the chat blowing it up. How do I draft? People are saying, "What's going on?" Nobody knows what's going on.
Dude, I asked that, and all Will put was LOL in all caps.
It was chaotic, and then we passed a bunch of rules throughout the season. We expedited trades and we extended the trade deadline. I mean, it was fun. It was chaotic. I took probably the worst record I've ever had in my entire life in fantasy sports. I took that straight to my chin this year. But it was fun, and I think we've got something going that'll stand the test of time. I mean, I guess since it is over, I guess we do need to crown a champion because somebody had to win. And I just want to point out that it was the person with the first pick in the entire league. So if you didn't have the first pick in the entire league and you could not win a 12-man fantasy football league, I think that would be worst case scenario. But shout out to Dolphin Boy. He knows who he is, and the other 8. I'm sorry, the other 9 comrades in the HollerPod Fantasy Football League know who Dolphin Boy is. We'll give you props where they're due. To his credit, his first round draft pick was McCaffrey,
But he
and
didn't
McCaffrey,
play.
as we know, played like 4 games.
Yeah.
Not non-COVID related absences.
Well,
So
birthday boy got second as well.
yeah, and Birthday Boy, you know, got second. So we really are just kind of lumping this episode into to the shout outs to Birthday Boy and Dolphin Boy. Birthday those are the those are how do I say this? That is what we will call their team names.
Yeah, that's a good
Birthday
name.
Boy and Dolphin Boy.
Yeah.
That's where we will leave that. So, Dolphin Boy, Birthday Boy, congratulations on a season, well fought season. And we look forward to extending the chaos into HollerPod Fantasy Football next year. What?
Yeah, I can't wait to win it next year.
Yeah, there you go. Shots fired. Brian's already calling the shots.
Yes, I am.
In
Hey, I was
fantasy.
close this year.
He did get very close. He had an absolute workhorse for running back. Brian ended up with Henry, which I mean, 2,000-yard
Yeah.
rusher. I mean, look back
Yeah.
through the history of.
Most consistent player that I had.
Yeah, I mean he
My
won you
lost
he won
what?
you games.
Yeah, I lost Dak Prescott. What? 3 games into the season, three,
Yeah,
four
that hurt
games.
too. You may have won
Yeah,
if
man.
Dak didn't get hurt. You probably would
Yeah.
have won.
Well, I was playing Elliot when he got hurt,
Yeah.
and like that first game that we were playing, and I lost by like a few points. I think just because I will draft him again next year.
Dude, he was getting 50. We're standard scoring.
Dude.
I mean, we're on the low end
Fourth
of the
quarter, Dak Prescott on a burning dumpster fire Cowboys team was crazy. I mean, he was throwing for like 300 yards in the fourth quarter.
He was getting 50, 60 points. 60 probably not, but I know he had a couple 50.
I had 40-point games from him.
Yeah,
That's
back to
insane.
back. And then he proceeds to dislocate his ankle off his leg.
Poor
Well,
guy.
yeah, that was a bad injury. That was a
Yeah,
bad
it
one.
was. Yeah.
That was a bad one. What'd you think, Nick?
The only thing that I've been thinking about is I wish that we could see Brian's post draft lineup one more time. He was
It was last.
he was the king and we were all pawns in that situation, it seemed, though, with 3 defenses.
Yeah, it's just so. I mean,
Yeah, I had like 3 defenses and 3 kickers.
oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. They were
It's
good
3
defenses, though.
3 kickers, and Derrick Henry.
Yeah. So I mean, imagine for those of you listening out there, imagine being cast into a fantasy football, draft, and you've got sheer and utter chaos, 30-second draft rounds. One of the guys in there, he doesn't figure out how to draft until like the 4th pick. He's auto drafted a couple of his first picks, and then when he finally starts figuring out how to pick, he drafts he drafts 3 defenses.
Well, I figured. I've only played fantasy football once before, and it was when Legion of Boom was in Seattle. And that year I won, and I had Seattle's defense and the 49ers. So in that league, we had traded some defenses. So I was like, okay, I've missed out on actual good players. So I'm going to get some good defenses, and maybe I can leverage those for trades. And that didn't happen.
Everybody in the chat was like, "Is he there? Is he alive? What's going on?" I'm like, "Hey, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see what happens. You never know."
Hey, worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I was going to say, circle it around, you ended up what? 4th? 3rd? 3rd?
Yeah.
So,
I
on those
drafted
crazy draft ranks, I was dead last.
dead last. That's an improvement.
Nick was right behind me, or right in
Yeah.
front of me, and he finished what, 4th, 5th,
5th, yeah.
Yeah, you guys dramatically enhanced your draft situation for next season. I, on the other hand, remained absolutely constant. We'll probably. Oh, okay. So that's another nuance that we need to talk about. In a 12-man league, to extend the chaos, we ran the playoffs to week 17, which never happens, right? Because presumably, the playoffs are already locked up, and the good teams rest their aces like the Chiefs did and like the Steelers did. So if you've been riding those horses all year long, you know you're kind of up the creek there without a paddle. So week 17, the playoffs began. What? They began a week earlier than normal. Is that right? I'm
I'm not
forgetting.
sure. I haven't watched football. This was the first year I
Anyway,
watched football in
whatever
years.
the I'm saying in the fantasy league, whatever the case was, the bottom four, bottom dwellers, we didn't even get in. We just like woke up week 15. It's like, okay, your season's over, and you're thinking, huh? I think it was week 14. We did a 12-man league, 17-week season. Week 14, over. And then I started coming to life. I finally broke 100, like I don't know, week 16 when I'm not playing anybody. So it was fun. It was fun though. Memories have been made. Words have been
All
said.
kinds of videos.
Yeah.
That was the best part. The group chat was the best part.
So, just for anybody out there, if you want to create pure chaos, you have to place rules on, the different segments, the different pieces of the league that promote chaos, right? So, I won't give any, intel away, but one of the things we did was, like I said, we expedited trades and we implemented a personal request video. So not only could you just initiate the trade and sit back on your laurels and wait it out, you had to you had to be very persuasive in your ask for said trade, and then it was voted on by the league. Like I said, just absolute pandemonium. Lowest score had to give, a couple. Lowest score actually gave a presentation at the end of every week as to
Those were
why
great too.
they did not succeed. So if you're in a league next year and you hear some of these ideas come out, you can thank the HollerPod Fantasy Football sheer chaos for what you will experience next year.
Like chaos
But
reign, baby.
yeah, without a doubt, one of the more chaotic leagues I've been in. But we had fun, so that's all that matters. Fun was had by all. Yay. Oh man, I'm a little rusty, boys. I got. I don't know if I'm getting. Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I've got a cough, but it's not a cough from sickness. I've been running, Brian.
Oh, have you?
We'll talk about it in a little bit. First and okay, third point of conversation here, and this is going to hit home, and we need to talk about this for a long time. Our beloved hometown made its way in the news Monday. Don't know if you guys were able to see that. Maybe Nick can pull that up so we can refresh our brains. But the aliens have made it to Prestonsburg, ladies and gentlemen. Brian, as the resident Area 51 and all things extraterrestrial expert, I'm gonna refer to you on this. What do we have here?
Well, this looks like a standard monolith. No, these things were kind of popping up. I think the original one was it. Where was it, Nick? Utah, something like that.
In the desert, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like a state park.
Yeah. And it had evidently been there since 2015, and it was found in 2020, and then it was moved. I kind of think that they were going. If anybody's ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, it's kind of what they remind me of. The one in Prestonsburg, though, I have not seen it. I don't know what it's made out of, but it doesn't look like the other ones.
Well, with the lights.
Who knows? I mean, I don't think aliens put it there. It's probably less.
Well, okay. Go back to that snap.
Or this guy.
No. Go back to the close up on the material, Nick. You can clearly see weld right there.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, I'm no expert, but that looks like a MIG weld to me. But I mean, it's polished. It looks good. I'm all for it. It's a little suspect. For it looks like a tourism grab. Again,
Well, it's the Star City, Alex.
not to offend any of our extraterrestrial partners out there, but it uh, what's its
Well, so Bob Lazar said that on the spacecraft that we have, the government has, there were no weld marks. It all was very smooth and all kind of went together like it had almost been 3D printed. Uh, that's not what that is. That's
it's gonna
like,
rust, right?
well, it looks like it's already got some rust on it there,
Yeah.
but it looks like Bubby Joe took it in like to his garage and made it. But I mean, if it gets tourism, cool. That's good for the city.
So it was suspect to me because when they discovered it, there were no footprints or tire tracks leading up to it. So I get that maybe if you're not expecting something to be in any location, you know, you obviously wouldn't, you know, look for footprints or tire tracks. But I don't know how whoever put this here is going to get it out of there now, because you know that. I mean, there may be a live camera on it. Who
Hey man,
knows?
they got that one. They got that one out of the park, very quick.
But that was in the desert, so I mean, you could.
Yeah, but there were like people camped out, like that were going to see it, and a truck came in, loaded it up, and left.
Oh, they saw that.
Yeah,
Oh, I
they
didn't know
saw the
that. I
truck
thought
go.
it just
Yeah, they saw the
disappeared.
truck going in. Yeah, no,
Oh, so these aren't real,
no, man,
Brian.
no. Listen. As far as I know, the only real monolith, and this is according to a man that has been to space, Buzz Aldrin. There's a monolith on Phobos. This ain't Phobos.
It's close.
It's
Close.
yeah, it's kind of close. Same solar system, same neighborhood.
I mean,
But no, I don't think this is. I don't think an alien was like, you know what? I just
Star
really
City
love
of Eastern
Prestonsburg.
Kentucky. Yeah, the Star City of Eastern Kentucky.
They're sneaking into Dairy Chair.
The funniest part for me, and Nick played it here. The newscaster is dying laughing. When they come back, from, see, right now he's really energetic and he's almost out of breath explaining it, because you know it's just like it's a change of pace from what's normally being reported nowadays. But when they come back to him, he is openly laughing. Let's see if it'll play. Right there. He's just like, I have to contain myself. I'm so sorry.
So where is this monolith in Prestonsburg exactly?
So, you know, it's across the street from. When's the last time you were home?
Christmas.
You know, the 2 lane, like going to Walmart.
Yeah.
All those little businesses that they've put on both sides of the road right there.
Yeah, like where
There's a barbershop.
is that Sam's hot dog stand and stuff like that still there?
Yeah, I think so. There's a barbershop there and a car
Yeah.
lot.
He's right across the
Car
road from
wash and
Reno's.
stuff.
Old Reno's.
Old Reno, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Pink
just
elephant.
it's just sitting there. What a time to be alive.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to get it out of there now, because you know people are sitting over there night and day. Somebody somewhere has been waiting on something like this.
well, you know what I don't know how else you're going to top 2020.
You're going to put a monolith in Prestonsburg, Kentucky.
Yeah, well, Eastern Kentucky gets everything laid anyway, so.
Go over there to that new Double Quick and get you a pizza roll, sit back, get you some Red Bull.
Go check the monolith out.
Go check
Hey,
the
baby,
monolith
you want to go
out.
look at that monolith?
I'm lying, Brian, if I'm telling you I'm not driving by that thing next time, you know, we go home.
Yeah, I'll go check it out. Why not? There's nothing else to do there.
We should dress up in like a hazmat suit with a metal detector and walk over there and.
I'll wear my NASA flight suit so we can go take pictures.
Oh, that's really
that's
funny.
the new profile pic for HollerPod.
Yeah, that's our new thumbnail.
The monolith.
Yeah, we'll dress up like aliens and stuff and go check it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Wild times. On a list of 100 things that I expected to see on Monday when I woke up, this was like 480th. The
Yeah.
aliens have made their way to Prestonsburg.
But you know what's great? What if? You know, like what if it really was? I don't think it was, but what if?
All right, if we're being honest here, the fourth point, and I have to excuse us, guys, we're a little rusty. We took a 6-month hiatus. But the fourth point, what we're going to talk about, is the most important. It is what brought the band back together. It is the Travis Tritt cover of Take It Easy that got the Eagles back in the groove. I can't really, huh?
Major big.
Major big. I can't do it any more justice. Brian, do you want to tease it a little more before we drop it on them?
This is going to shatter your expectations
Bum, bum, bum.
of yourself.
Oh, there we go. What more do you need? What more do you need? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You probably can't see it. Holler Bod Fitness Challenge 2021. That's right. The most unassuming characters you would expect to challenge you to be better in your overall health and fitness are landing on the table. We're throwing the skunk on the table and we're getting down to business in 2021. So Nick, and it's been all Nick, has been hard at work on the back end of this thing, creating us a group. We're going to track everything. We're going to create a group within Strava. For those of you that may be familiar with Strava, what that is, a club. Sorry, we're going to create a club, and we're gonna get after it. We kind of just thumbed this up loosely off of Sober October. Our favorite podcaster in the entire world, Joe Rogan, does Sober October every year. He and a group of buddies, they get together and they work out so you can lose the most weight, so you can do whatever the case is. So after the 2020 that we had as a globe, we decided, let's get after it. Let's do something uplifting. Let's help people make better decisions, and hopefully be able to peel back the onion, so to speak, on a healthier lifestyle. I know for me, it's already, like I said, I'm coughing. I coughed 5-10 minutes ago, but it's not because I'm sick. It's because my big bones have been out here running every day and I'm about to die. But hey, it's easier than it was on Monday. So I know that, I'm doing something for the betterment of myself. Nick's got listed on here: heaviest bench, heaviest squat, heaviest deadlift. Most reps, 75% of your body weight for bench, squat, and deadlift. So Elliot, Hobie, D-Law, that's you guys. Got you written all over it. I mean, that's, Sean, Brandon, it's big. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Don't puss out, boys.
Do not. Best mile, best 5K, longest hike, not going to be me. Best hiking pace, best cycling pace, longest cycling length. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's going to be Elliot. He's going to do like 100-miler and kill us all.
Dude, I'm going to wake up and get on that Peloton and stay on it until I go to bed.
A thimble of rice.
Just to do it.
Just to do it. Yeah, that's going to be tough for me. I guess I'll get the mongoose out and we'll hit it here.
Well, I think I got a Huffy here. I guess I'll
just ride to Prestonsburg one Saturday and call it.
I've got a Huffy here if you want to.
Oh, Huffy, there we go.
That ride on my pegs.
I think the sprocket. I think those are 15 sprockets instead of 12 on the mongoose. I get a little more bang for my buck. Where am I at? Most total run / hiking miles, and we can do it over the year, I guess, or we can break it out by month, whatever we want to do. Most total cycling miles, most calories burned, and longest active day streak. Bing, bang, boom. That is a lot of metrics there that all deal with sweat equity. Who's going to get in there, bust it out, and peel back the curtain?
Honestly, man, I think it's going to be a good way not only to get healthy, but if I'm leading in something and somebody passes me, then I just have to do more.
Correct. That, and
Like
you're hitting
it's going to
on.
be a great way to challenge each other and
Yep,
have a nice little competition.
I agree 100%.
Competing is fun. Competing's how you get better.
Shout out to Shuck, friend of the pod. He's taken off, doing great things. We need to have him back on and talk about what he did over Christmas for
Yeah, it was
families
awesome.
in need. But one of the aspects of what Shuck does, and I think we talked about it when he was on, is he's on there every day. You know that he's getting his miles in, he's getting his workout in every single day, and I can only imagine from his point of view, it's almost like he owes that video every day. Hey, I'm being accountable. I'm being responsible. I'm obedient enough to show you, hey, I'm doing this every day. I'm out here busting it every day, bettering myself. And that's what you need. I mean, historically, we all grew up playing athletics, and the competition was really the only thing that, got
That's it, man.
got me going. Like once I got out of organized athletics, yeah, you can play pickup basketball and you can play flag football and stuff like that, but it's not the same. So I think anytime you can put it in a format like this, make it a competition, make it friendly or not friendly. If it's anything like the HollerPod Fantasy Football League, it will not be friendly.
I can't wait for the rivalries that spawn from this.
But no, we're looking forward to it. We're gonna blast it out on Twitter, Instagram. This is the big thing of 2021 for us. The three of us actually already have 4 or 5 day active streak lead. So,
We'll have to start it when this comes
Yeah.
we
out.
obviously had to get in there and test out the group and make sure everything worked successfully. But we won't hold that against anybody. So I'm excited, dude.
Dude, I really think it's going to be good. Not only because like the pandemic and everybody being shut in, I gained a ton of weight. I'm sure a bunch of other people gained a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Things are starting to open back up. Maybe you got some at-home gym equipment during this whole thing, but you've not really used it all that much. I think this is going to be a really good reason and excuse to work out, which you probably really shouldn't need, but I do. Like, I need to know that I'm working for something.
Correct. And I mean, just, I think I really started getting after it probably, what was that, a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping so much better.
Yes.
Like it is noticeable.
Yeah.
If you bust it during the day, I mean, just like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, if you get after, elevate that heart rate for extended amount of time. I mean, I've been going straight to sleep, and it's been amazing. So that's not really why we did this. We want to help you sleep better, I guess. We're not the Holler Sleeping Pod, Holler the Sleeping Bag Pod, but we just want to, 2020 showed us more than anything how important your health is. It showed us a lot of other things too, but your health is something that you are directly responsible for. And in times of crisis, like Brian said, it's easy to stress out. Hormones go, crazy. You gain weight. I don't want to sound like a dietitian or a doctor here, but it's time to step up to the plate. I know I've been mediocre for a long time, and we're laying it out there. We're gonna get after it. We're gonna aspire to be on the level of Jocko and David Goggins. We're probably not there yet. I'm not there yet. I will go ahead and say that.
No.
But that's what we got going on. So heaviest bench squat and deadlift probably won't be me this year. Probably won't be me for, I don't know, ever. But
yeah,
it's on
never
there.
Be me.
It's on there. We'll figure it out. Strava seems to be pretty user friendly. I've never used it before. Nick rides his bike all across the country, so that's something he's pretty familiar with.
I'll wake up and Nick's got like, oh, I just casually rode 30 miles today.
In the ocean. I rode 30 miles in the ocean this morning.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured that out. How's that work?
Hey, it's a virtual world, man. It's a simulation.
Virtual world, dude.
You ever question the nature of your reality?
Oh, here we go.
It doesn't look like anything to me.
Here we go. Here we go. And this is, it's totally fluid right now. So we don't have any trophy cases or. Oh, I missed the biggest piece of this.
What?
We're gonna do a Tough Mudder
Yeah, we got to do that or a
or a
Spartan
Spartan
race or
race,
something.
whichever one. Yeah, so that's kind of what got it going. Is I've always wanted to do one of those.
A Spartan race would be really cool.
Probably very few times in my life where I've been in that good a shape to do it. So that's my goal. I mean, certainly, I would love to see a bunch of us get together and do that. We'll have to figure out which one's the closest and what it looks like during COVID. I know that they're still having them and they're still going on, but that's why I want to get in this. I want
Yeah,
to
I
do
think
at
that'll
least
be
one.
cool.
We can make it a tradition. Maybe we can do it yearly.
Yeah, like once a year, a big meetup, go kill ourselves on the trail or
Go kill ourselves.
the
Yeah.
course, and then
I know. The only reason I said Tough Mudder was because I knew that they had those close. I remember one in Maysville one year, and that's doable. That's totally doable. So I don't remember if they've come to Lexington or Cincinnati or Louisville or what the case is, but that's the goal. So all in all, you know, group responsibility, I guess. And responsibility is a bad word, but
no personal responsibility.
personal
You have to
responsibility.
put it on yourself.
Yeah,
Go get yourself a smartwatch. Get yourself a heart rate monitor. Don't like skimp yourself.
correct. I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. Group obedient? No. What am I? I'm trying to explain the concept of not feeling like you're going to let a group of people who have like-minded goals down. What am I trying to say? See, me too.
I don't know. I'm not a
Me too.
thesaurus.
A thesaurus. All right, there we go. Maybe you know what? Maybe I got cardio brain. That's what it is. I'm not done cardio in 6 years, and I'm sitting here trying to think of words. I tell you one thing right off the cuff. I figure I do not drink enough water in a day.
Hey man, get a gallon.
Yeah, well, I know I'm gonna figure
Get a
something out.
gallon oh man, they're great. I'll get those hybrid streams. They sell them by the gallon. They're great. It's
Yes.
super, and they're super cheap. Not even $1.
Will you refill them when you get done with them? Because that's what I end up doing, and then it gets
Yeah,
all
I got a
stinky.
Well, I'll buy a few of them, and then oh, that's cool. I've never seen those.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
For
pretty
those of you
cool.
that can't see, we're looking at a gallon jug on Amazon that's got decals
Tells
for
you,
the time of day.
yeah, how much you need to have drank by the time of day. Yeah, that was a kind of problem. It was kind of a big problem when I started out. I was drinking way too much, too fast.
Too much water?
Dude, I was drinking I had a gallon of water done by 12:30.
Yeah.
But I get up early.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's too early in the day because I'm drinking water the rest of the day. It was bad.
It's a lot of water.
Yeah, it was. But
Water
yeah, get
toxicity.
like a few gallons. Get yourself a Brita. Drink your gallon per a day. Clean it out. Refill it with some water.
Hey, that's the other part of this too. We're not self-proclaimed professionals, as you could
No,
hear as I struggled through the introduction.
no.
This is I guess grassroots from the pavement up. So we'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
we're just going to
Yeah,
challenge
figure it out
each
as we
other.
go.
We're just some good old country boys looking to get in shape. I told them, hey,
Looking to work.
looking to good old country boys looking for work. I told him my goal next year, instead of dragging a deer out of the woods, is to have that thing strapped on my back and me running out of there like I'm, the Sasquatch just flying out the woods. Man, he's in great shape. Yeah, well, he did it with the Holler Bod
Hey
competition.
man, I want to go on a big hunting trip and stuff like that. That'd be really fun.
We can do it. We'll figure it out. We're just getting started, man. 2021's our year. For more
I actually
reasons we
totally
can go
agree,
into
bro.
right now. What?
Totally agree with that.
2020 was too perfect. 2020. Anybody that's into numerology, I don't really know much about that, but they would probably say 2020. Man, this is gonna be it. This is the year. October 10th at 10:10 a.m. on 2020. That's my moment. I never got into that. What I miss? What I miss? We flew through that, but 2020 ups, downs, highs, lows. Brian got married. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
Nick, what did I miss?
Man,
We started this podcast.
yeah.
We're almost a year old.
Yeah.
But we got paid for the 6 months that we were off, so we can't really be upset about it. That is the sad part about it all. Is it was March. They snapped their fingers. The economy, the world was more or less stymied, and then you turn the lights on and it's Thanksgiving. Well, they didn't turn the lights on. It was just Thanksgiving before you knew what happened, and it's kind of like, wow. I don't want to say you have a better grasp of how fragile time is, because when you're in the rat race, so to speak, you're just running and gunning, right? Hey, get me to the weekend, get me to this, get me to that. You never slow down and take time to realize. But like, I'm not gonna say that, when they shut the world down this year, I fished more this year than I ever did. I got to hunt more this year than I ever did.
Yeah.
So I know it's a steep price to pay considering what local businesses and stuff are going through, but just a weird year, weird times.
We also had the first HollerPod outing where we had barbecue and all CDC guidelines were followed.
All CDC guidelines were followed. We had less than 10. We were 6 feet apart. The dog obeyed. He was good.
We kept our mask on in between bites.
I don't think that had come out yet.
Yeah, I think that's newer.
But we did it anyway, right? Yeah, that's
yeah, absolutely. I actually ate through my mask.
I forgot about that too. Well, it's good to be back, boys. It is to be back.
It feels so natural.
It just teeth in the tongue and the flows off the lips. And hello, San Diego. I am Ron Burgundy. Most importantly, the Holler Bod, that's real deal. I know sometimes we cut up on here. Most of the times we cut up on here and we have fun and we giggle and we talk about aliens and stuff. But that's real deal. That's priority number one for us, for me. I mean, certainly for these guys too. I'm actually behind the curve. Nick works out like this anyway. Brian does too. So I'm getting back in the game.
I don't really that much. Nick's a psychopath though.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, you wake up and Nick's already biked 30 miles in the ocean.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus.
Hey, I'll blame it on Dolphin Boy most of the time. So if he hears this, it's because of him.
Oh, he's going to hear it. I hope he hears it. Don't forget, download, subscribe, link. No, I'm kidding. When I ride to Huffy to Prestonsburg, that's clearly going to be most calories burned. So
maybe. Depends how long I'm on that Peloton. I'm telling you, man, I'm just going to sit on it all day. All day. I'm not going to get off of it. I'm going to take one weekend. I'm going to sleep on that thing.
What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to burn about 38,000 calories. Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
no big deal.
The new X-Men's out if you want to. No, I've got stuff to do. Stuff to do. Death by Kettlebells. That's in my future. That's coming.
Hey,
we need to throw something in there about kettlebells too.
Yeah, kettlebells are
maybe.
Most,
most dinners and or lunches lost at the hands of a 30 to 45 pound kettlebell.
Yeah.
I will give you a DVD. I'm not kidding. You'll be like lightheaded, vision going black, ready to puke. And
yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
No,
I remember.
It's great.
Man, I remember when we were introduced to those. So. And all you ex-P-Berg football players will recognize and appreciate this, but I was introduced to CrossFit. I was probably in college, and when somebody showed me what CrossFit was, Coach John invented CrossFit. Like, we did that stuff. We weren't as good at it, and we didn't do it as fast, and we weren't professional, but we did that for 4 years. We did all that stuff. I mean, it was about functional strength, and it worked for us. We were always in better shape, earlier on in the year. I mean, we had a great strength and conditioning program, but it was because it was so off the wall. You may take 10 bags of concrete in a wheelbarrow up and down the back parking lot hill 15 times, and then you'd have to, flip a tire. I mean, I'm being serious. Like, that's really what we did. So CrossFit was like a foreign concept to me because I'm like, John DeRossa made this up. What's going on? But around 2009 or 2010, the small piece of steel with the loop in the top entered the field house, and it changed everybody's life for the worst. For the worst. We did kettlebell swings. We did them in the snow. We did them in the rain. We did them outside. We did them. I mean, it was awful, man. And I swore those things off for a long time. But in efforts of bettering myself and my community, I'm going to dig back into them in the Holler Bod 2021.
Amen. Kettlebells are probably
if
my
I
favorite.
can find them. If anybody out there has a lead on them, let me know, because apparently they're made of gold, 24 karat gold, and they've got a higher market value than Bitcoin.
Amen. Listen, side note real quick. I hope you guys listened to me all of 2020 when I was saying buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin.
I will give it to our man's here. Our man's man.
Listen, September, I said, I think Bitcoin hits 20,000 by the end of the year. You said, it's September. I said, I know.
I did say that.
I know.
Look who's laughing. I'm laughing for the wrong reasons, but I'm still laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually invested just so you would leave me alone.
Good.
And
it worked.
Well, yeah, but now I feel like a big, I feel on the outside looking in because I could have done a lot more when it was obviously at a smaller price. But yeah, Brian's right. He was dead on. He was dead on. I will humbly admit that to you. I'm working on that.
It's gonna be a lot. A lot.
We're gonna, safe to say, Brian, you're gonna discuss that at length in 2021, correct?
Absolutely.
Safe to say.
Safe to say. It's got some stuff lined up.
There's some stuff lined up. We don't want to tease it any more than that, but when it makes sense, it'll make sense.
Yeah.
So if you're just hearing this for the first time, go buy some Bitcoin.
Yeah. It'd be good. It'd be smart. Good investment.
If you got any questions about it, get with Brian. He can certainly walk you through that process. But man, I forgot about that. You did nail that, right? You were just, it's 20,000. It's going to be 20,000 in the year. It's September.
Dude, I had a bet with a guy, and this was in March, something like that, April. And I bet him a steak dinner that it hits 20,000. I thought it was going to be 20,000 this year. So I told him, because the halving had just happened, and I'm pretty conservative with my estimates and stuff like that. So I told him, I was like, there's no way it's not 20,000 by 2021. And he's like, oh, I'll bet you a steak dinner it never hits that high of 20,000. I was like, easy. That's easy money.
You get Wagyu beef?
No. I bought more Bitcoin with what he paid me.
Oh, you didn't get to go eat a steak dinner.
No, I got a Venmo, but I get my butcher box. So I've already got steak. So I just bought some more Bitcoin.
Well played, young sportsman.
Yeah.
Well played.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about it. I still don't know anything about it, actually. Like, if you stopped talking to me, all my Bitcoin knowledge would just go away with you.
Just into the ether.
It would just disappear, poof, into an oblivion. So
we'll work on that.
There we go.
Get that square.
2021. Humility, personal endurance,
Personal growth.
personal growth. Personal endurance would be, I guess.
Yeah.
Personal growth, yeah, you're correct. All right. Most importantly, the boys are back in town. The gang's all here. And we're taking names in 2021. Parting thoughts, boys.
I love you all.
EOE. Everybody love everybody. Nothing set in stone. We're
Send
totally
us a message, email, comment, whatever.
and Bitcoin. Yep. Send all that.
Send everything. If you send us Bitcoin, we will change the rules for you.
No, I think that's evident from, like I said, the way that I tried to explain it. This is a work in progress. We wanted to get together, get something going. We'll get Shuck involved in this. I mean, he'll outrun us, by
He's gonna
miles.
make us all look awful.
Miles and miles and miles. Lots of miles.
He's gonna make us look so bad.
Because he just runs. Like, you call him right now, he's running. He just runs.
I'm pumped to see him against Toby. If it happens.
Okay, now that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. I think Shuck is. Yeah. I just don't have that. I don't. They talk about a runner's high. How many miles do you have to run before you get a runner's high? Because I hate myself.
I never got there.
Yeah, I've ran so much before, and it's not even been that long or like that far of distance, but like my teeth hurt. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
my teeth are ready to fall out of my mouth.
I just hate it. I hate it from the onset. I don't know if it's a deeper psychological deal where we always did it as punishment. Running sprints and stuff. I don't know. I've never, I don't have a sprinter's physique, Brian. I know that may shock some people.
I can't distance run, but I can hike all day. Like I can hike at a steady pace all day, uphill, down, whatever. But running, oh my god!
Yeah, just like running.
Like if I was captured and somebody was like, "Oh, we're going to torture this guy," just make me run. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Waterboarding? Yeah, I can beat it.
Easy.
Electromagnetic therapy? Nope, not a problem.
Put me on a treadmill. I'm done.
Oh gosh, give me a pen and paper.
Yeah, whatever you want to know, I'm done.
That's great. Yeah, no, like Nick said, work in progress. We'll do, whatever. Most kettlebell swings till you vomit. Longest kayak trip on the Big Sandy River.
I forgot about like kayaking and stuff. That'd be fun.
Me too.
Yeah, cards are on the table. Skunk's on the table. The skunk is on the table. I don't have much. I don't want to reiterate what Brian said. EOE, everybody love everybody. Love your neighbor. And know that the HollerPod boys are back in town. 2021 is our year. We gone.